Hello aspirants, welcome to MVP Vishwakosha. In today's video, we will cover most important current affairs for UPSC, KPSC and all competitive exam of 11th November 2025. In that first point, that is about National Legal Services Day and also that 30 years of legal aid implementation. So actually that is observed on 9th November, so that marks 30 years of Legal Service Authorities Act 1987. That is actually effective from that is from 1995. And also main objective of that is free legal aid under Article 39A. So that DPSP article, Directive Principle of State Policy article, that is Article 39A, that is ensuring justice for all, and also all that NALSA, National Legal Security Act, and the state level, district level, all that framework, and also it is almost 23.58 crore cases resolved via Lok Adalat. Very important, and also you should know about a scheme Disha, that is digital legal aid, and also focus on digital justice. All that perspective, that National Legal Service Day, and that is very important, observed on 9th November. And also 30 years of Legal Service Authorities Act, that effective, that implementation, that is very important. Okay. In that MCQ practice question, which article of the Constitution provides for equal justice and free legal aid? So very important, that options Article 14, Article 21, Article 39A and Article 32. So answer is, that is Article 39A. All the DPSP articles, all that is direct principle of state policy, all that is very important. And also in mains question, that access to justice is a pillar of social justice, and evaluate the role and challenge of the Legal Service Authorities Act in ensuring inclusive justice. So here the keyword, that is you have to evaluate. Okay, so that's about National Legal Service Day. Next news, that is about President Droupadi Murmu's visit to Angola. So here the historic first president visit in November, that's celebrating 40 years of diplomatic ties, and also some of the MOUs in sectors like fisheries, consular cooperation, and also air services. And also Angola joined the Global Biofuels Alliance and also International Big Cat Alliance. And also main focus on energy, agriculture, diamonds, defense sector. Okay, Angola is very important country. So that is about recent President Droupadi Murmu's visit to Angola. So here in that MCQ practice question, which African nation joined the Global Biofuel Alliance during President Droupadi Murmu's visit? So Kenya, Angola, Nigeria. So Angola's location and all that is important. So in that mains practice question, evaluate the strategic and economic significance of India's outreach to Angola in strengthening Africa-South cooperation. Okay. So very important in that president visit, that is Droupadi Murmu's visit to Angola and India, that Angola relationship. Next one, recent typhoon, that is Fung-wong, that is hit Philippines. So that made landfall on that 9th November 2025 in Luzon, Philippines. That the wind speed is almost 185 km per hour, and also 1.4 million displaced and 8 deaths, and one of the strongest Pacific typhoon of 2025. Lot of typhoons came right in recent time, Philippines also. So that will also highlight climate vulnerability of Iceland nations, and also it will demonstrate global warming induced cyclone intensification. All that perspective, that typhoons are very important. In that practice MCQ question, typhoon Fung-wong formed over which ocean basin? So options are Indian Ocean, Atlantic, and Pacific, Arctic. So answer is that is Pacific Ocean. The Pacific Ocean is one of the ring of fire, right? So in that typhoon formed. So main practice question: analyze how global warming influences tropical cyclone intensity and suggest measure for regional resilience. So all that perspective, at typhoon Fung-wong, Philippines, that is very important. Next one, that is about Chittaranjan Das, okay, so Das birth anniversary and tribute. Born on 5th November 1870, known as Deshabandhu, okay, friend of nation. So defended, say, Arvindo in Alipur bomb case, and also founded Swaraj Party in 1923 with Motilal Nehru, and also Mayor of Calcutta from 1924, led major civic reforms and all that. Chittaranjan's birth anniversary tribute, all that is you should know about that modern history. So in that practice question, who was the co-founder of Swaraj Party with the Sir Das? That is C. Rajagopalachari, Motilal Nehru, Lal Lajpat Rai, Sardar Patel. So answer is Motilal Nehru. So in that mains question that examine Chittaranjan Das contribution to India's freedom movement and its relevance to democratic politics today. So you have to examine. So that's about Chittaranjan Das birth anniversary and tribute. Next news that is about exercise Malabar. Okay, Malabar exercise 2025. In that INS Sahyadri participated. The 29th edition held in Guam. That is Pacific and Quad navies and India, US, Japan, Australia Quad countries. And also that Indian ships INS Sahyadri stealth frigate participated in that. And also it is the main focus on fleet ops and anti-submarine warfare, aviation drills, and also strengthen Indo-Pacific maritime interoperability. In that perspective, it is very important exercise Malabar. Okay, and also in that MCQ practice question, Malabar exercise began as a bilateral naval drill between India and which country? So Japan, Australia, USA, and UK. So that answer is USA. And also main question, discuss how exercise Malabar enhance India's Indo-Pacific strategy and maritime security cooperation. That you have to discuss. Okay, so that's about exercise Malabar 2025 and INS Sahyadri participated in that. Next news that is about Brazil's tornado disaster. Recent occurred on 7 to 9 November 2025 in Paraná state. Almost 6 killed, 400 plus injured, 90% of the town destroyed. Okay, so that's town destroyed, and also cause of that collision of cold front and tropical moist air. In geography, you should know all that cold front and all. So in that, because of that cold front and tropical moisture, that is the main reason for that tornadoes, and also that highlights rising extreme weather trends due to climate change and all. Okay, so all that Brazil's location and all that very important. So that's about recent disaster in Brazil. So, MCQ practice question. Which Brazilian state was worst affected by the November 2025 tornado? So, Sao Paulo, Paraná, Bahia, and Rio de Janeiro. So, answer is Paraná. Okay. And the mains question. Discuss the implication of increasing extreme weather in non-traditional regions for global climate adaptation framework. Okay. So, in that perspective, you have to discuss. So, that's about recent Brazil tornado disaster and all. Next topic that is export duty removed on molasses. So here the central government, right? So removed 50% of export duty on molasses, allowed 1.5 million tons of sugar export. That is 2025 and to 2026 in that time. So that aims to manage surplus and it means boost ethanol blending and also support Atmanirbhar Bharat biofuels goals and also enhances farmer income and industrial liquidity. So that's why it is very important. So the export duty removed on molasses and all, and also support for that farmers and all. So in that practice question, molasses used for ethanol is a byproduct of which crop? Wheat, maize, sugarcane, rice. So answer is that is sugarcane. So mains practice question. Critically assess how recent policy reforms in India, that is sugar sector, support agro-industrial growth and farmers' welfare. So in that perspective, you can critically assess that one. And also, it's about export duty removed on molasses. So next news that is about Montreal Protocol. Okay, MOP 37, very important Montreal Protocol. It is held in Nairobi, Kenya, 1st to 7th November 2025. So recently concluded. So focus on hydrofluorocarbons management, multilateral fund 2027 to 29, and also that refrigerant bans and all. Okay, in that also it will discuss almost 20 decision adopted and Kigali amendment reaffirmed and also strengthens global ozone and climate governance. So in that ozone day and ozone perspective, that Montreal Protocol and all very important, and the recent held MOP 37 that is in Nairobi, Kenya is very important. So in that MCQ practice question, which pollutant groups is controlled under the Montreal Protocol? CO2, hydrofluorocarbons, SO2 and methane. So answer is HFCs, that is hydrofluorocarbon. In mains question, discuss how the Montreal Protocol evolved from ozone protection to a climate governance framework. So that you have to discuss. So that's about Montreal Protocol MOP 37 recently held. Next news that is about the recent India and Saudi Arabia Hajj and investment deals. Almost that Hajj quota in 2026, almost 1,75,000 uh, 25 Indian pilgrims, and also that quota increased. And also Saudi Arabia Investment Fund PFF exempted from FPI rules. Okay, for investment and also cooperation, energy, LPG, defense, connectivity, and also very important that balance religious and diplomacy with the strategic ties. This relationship, India-Saudi Arabia relationship is very important. In that practice MCQ question, India's Hajj 2026 quota was fixed at like 50,000, or like 75,000, 25 and 2 lakh and 1 lakh 25,000. Answer is 1 lakh 75,000 20. Right. So here mains practice question. Analyze how India's cooperation with Saudi Arabia integrates religious diplomacy and with strategic and economic engagement. You have to analyze. So that's about India-Saudi Arabia investment deals and all. Next, that's about last news that is about that is Delhi Red Fort blast, right? Urban in that urban security challenge. So here recent occurred, right? That 10th November 2025 near Red Fort metro station, Delhi. Casualties that almost 8 dead and 20 plus injured. Explosive. And also that investigated under that UAPA Act, and also highlights urban terrorism threat and calls for improved intelligence and rapid response. Very important. That calls for improved intelligence. So that is a recent Delhi Red Fort blast. Okay. So in the MCQ practice question, which law empowers India to investigate the terrorist acts like Red Fort blast? Okay, NSA, UAPA, NDRF Act, Arms Act. Okay. UAPA Act is the correct answer. And mains question, discuss the challenges in managing internal security in urban India and suggest measures to strengthen intelligence and emergency system. So in the internal security and all that perspective, it is very important for main perspective. So that is about recent that Delhi Red Fort blast. Okay. So that's all for today's current affairs update from MVP Vishwakosha. Revise these topics well, and consistency builds confidence. Okay. And also, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for daily updates on UPSC, KPSC, and all competitive exams. Thank you.